So, let me set
Boom! Got you!
Hello!
Hello everybody!
So, we are here and that are our last days in Malta before we go to New Zealand. And we thought that we explain a bit what we have done till now and what we are doing at the moment.
We're making this video to sort of show a bit our journey till now. So this is before actually going there, because we thought it might help some people who maybe are thinking of doing this and maybe they're not sure where to start. So hopefully this video will help you out just a little bit.
Let's get started! Obviously we planned already a long time now that we are going to New Zealand. The plan was usually not New Zealand. I'm here now since 3 years in Malta. For us both, it's now the situation that we thought about that we would need a change, or that we would like to have a change, and that we want to have new opportunities because Malta is very small. And usually, since I was living once, like for 1 year in Australia already, and since then my heart is still there, we wanted to go to Australia.
With Australia, we did check if we could go. Obviously it is possible to go, however it was very hard since Joe has already done the working holiday visa. So obviously that you would not be able to redo. It is possible to extend when you do have that visa while you are there. However, if you leave the country, it's hard to then get that again. Obviously there are other ways of getting it, but the other ways of getting it might take a long time to be approved. So we wanted to have a bit of a time where we know where we're gonna go. So we researched and researched. We checked countries which are English speaking first of all, because we did not want to basically have to learn a new language to go to another country. We thought of obviously the European countries, however most of them that speak mostly English are very cold, and that's not really something that I like. So
me neither.
Yeah, so we said let's have a look at New Zealand. It was my first time really researching about it, and once we started researching we started to sort of fall in love with that idea. So we made the decision to try it out.
The first step, what we have done then, is to research, to see like what's the country about, what opportunities are there, because I mean you need to get a feeling if you really like the country, if it's worth to move, to make all the hustle here, what we have done.
You're obviously going to learn much more when you're actually there. However, you know, it's always good to, if you have an opportunity to speak to someone who is from there, for example, to get to know, you know, things for life, you know, as in the living there, how it is with work, and these small things which can be useful and helpful.
Our second step was then the visa. America, Australia, New Zealand, they have all these visa thingy, so you have to get a visa to even go to the country. It's not that easy like in Europe. Visa, a sponsorship visa, you have the work and travel visa, what we are taking now, because that was obviously the easiest thing for us now. You can have a year, and in Australia, for example, that was the same thing, and you can only have it once in a lifetime. So now that will allow us to be in the country for 1 year.
Yep. So obviously once you decide what type of visa you want, it's always obviously important to check that your country where you are from originally is in the list, because if not, your application would not be approved basically. So thankfully Malta and Germany were both in the list, so we are good to go. The application part, to be honest, was very easy. They have an online way of doing it, so it's basically, we will put the link in the description to where to go, and you just have to fill in basically applications online. You just need to put in a few details, you submit that form,
and you have to pay the fee.
And after submitting the form, it would take maybe, I think it took us around 4 or 5 days to receive the confirmation. So
as I mentioned before, there are different kind of visas as well. That depends then on your situation, what you would need. Obviously you don't need to take the work and travel visa like we did.
Yeah, there's also, for example, a limit of age for this visa that we did, because if you are over 30, as far as I know, they do not accept that, so you have to be under 30, your country has to be in the list. So there are obviously some restrictions. The other visas, for example, are a work visa, a sponsored visa. There are other visas which, for example, have to do with partners, if you have maybe a partner who has citizenship.
Visas are always changing, so it's better always to get up to date on the government page. Step 3 and step 4, they go a bit hand in hand. That is about the flights and the insurance. So we have a flight from Malta to Germany, then we go from Germany to Hong Kong, have a stop there just for a few hours, then we go to Singapore, and then we have 3 nights in Singapore, then we go from Singapore to Auckland.
They go hand in hand, the insurance and the flights, is because some of them have a particular time frame. So for example, if you book a flight, you'd need to pay the insurance immediately in that month, for example, after you have booked the flight,
even
or
days.
even maybe days. So it is good to always check those before. It's good to have travel cancellation insurances, obviously.
You have to plan that with the money as well, because that's actually not really cheap. Such an insurance is always a bit of money. You have to pay the insurances, you have to pay the flights, you have to pay the accommodations and things like that. So this all adds together. And some people, they think maybe they just have to pay the flights, but it's not like that.
Yeah. Something that people might think about is when's the best to stop work. We stopped a few weeks before our departure date. If you think about all the things that you'd have to do, for me, I felt that it would be better to just relax and, you know, sort of meet up with the people that obviously you want to see before you leave. Settle the things which you still need to settle in the particular country.
There's quite a lot. So now at the moment our flat is a bit of a mess. We started to take out all the things and to sort them out, like to throw out things, to give some things to charity, to a church or something. I packed a lot of clothes, for example. There is a lot to do.
Yes.
You have to think of that you just have one luggage and one hand luggage. If you pack a bit of stuff,
yeah, it gets full quick. It gets heavy quick.
We show you now a bit how we are doing all this stuff. Everywhere. Chaos. Oh my god. Already a lot of stuff which we don't need anymore and we have to give it away, and we packed already some things for Keith.
These are our empty shelves after taking everything out.
Everything empty.
Empty.
Oh, there is something left.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to use the camera.
And this is what we have left to eat. Oh yes. Now we are wrapping up the video.
In the next coming weeks we intend on showing you a bit our adventure. So we'll start from Germany, then to Singapore, and then eventually to New Zealand, where we start in Auckland. So stay in touch and have a look at our next videos in the next few weeks. See ya!
Bye!